what's up YouTube? So as you can see, I'm back with another video. Today I got something special for y'all because I've been getting a lot of questions about the DTF hack. So I just wanted to take some time to answer some of those questions, being as though a lot of them were very similar. I just want you guys to be able to get a chance to hear the response, because I know sometimes people tend to put questions out, but then they either take time getting back to those to see the answers, or they just can't find it. So we're going to take care of all of that today in this video. But before we get started, I just have to introduce myself for the newbies, and for my returning subscribers, I do just thank you guys and I appreciate you so much. So my name is Ashley, and I am pretty much a content creator. I'm a crafter. I do a lot of things in business. I am an entrepreneur. I'm a mother. I'm a wife. All of the above. And I come on this channel just to inspire others. I want to help others, teach others. Anything that I learn in the crafting community or business and stuff like that, I try to come on here and show you guys what I learned, because a lot of times we either don't have the time to research these things or we don't have the resources. So hey, why not share the knowledge that I have? So I don't want this video to be too long, and I don't want to drag it out. So we're going to just jump right in. And also, I just want to ask you guys to go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you are new, and also hit that notification bell for more videos like these. And you guys just help and grow my channel when I do get those responses. So I thank you in advance. I appreciate you all, and I'm just so grateful for the feedback that I have been getting from my videos. All right, so let's just jump right in. So the first question that I want to answer is, I know some people, they want to know the curing versus non-curing. So when you are doing the DTF hack, if you're not going to use the image right at that moment, then you do want to go ahead and cure that film, because if you don't, you do run the risk of messing the design up. But if you are using that design right in the moment and you are going to go ahead and press a shirt, then you don't need to cure it. But I will say is, you do want to be careful, because when you go ahead and lay the image down on the shirt, that's the only chance that you get, because when you try to go to reposition and move it, you will run the risk of messing that design up. So if you are a risk taker, or you are very good at placing your images for the first time, just one time, then I would go ahead and say you don't have to cure it if you're just going to go ahead and place it right down on the shirt. Moving on. So the next question I want to answer is, a lot of people want to know, how well does the DTF hack hold to washes when you wash your shirt? Now, from my experience and what I've been doing, when I do wash my shirts, and I do wash my clothes on heavy, I have washed my garments multiple times, and each time that I've washed it, I have been still getting great results. I haven't noticed like any cracking or any messing up or anything like that. I actually have one of the shirts on now. As you guys can see, this shirt has been washed multiple of times, and the wash has held really good on this shirt and all my other shirts as well. So I am proof, I'm showing you proof that the DTF hack does work, and it does hold up with your garments very well. And I do keep looking down on my paper. Down, because I'm not sure if you guys can see or not. I do have papers with the questions on there, so that is why I keep looking down. So also, when it comes to the curing time, because I know you guys want to know that as well. When it comes to the curing time and the pressing time, so if you guys watch my video, then you've seen one of my videos, I did the curing time twice. So I went ahead and put the powder down on the image after I printed. I put the powder down, I cured it one time I put it like 400 degrees, and I let it cure for about a minute. Then I turned around and I repowdered it and cured it for the second time on the same settings, but time-wise a little bit shorter. And I do that for my own protection. You guys don't have to do that if you feel secure in curing it one time, but I like to cure mine at least twice. Now, when it comes to the pressing and you put the DTF film on your t-shirt, I usually press mine for about anywhere from like 10 to 15 seconds, and still at 400 degrees. And I let it cool down for a while. I peel it with a cold peel, and then I go ahead and press it one more time. When it comes to the shirt brand, because I did get some questions about the shirt brand, people wanted to know what brand did I use for the shirt and what color did I use, and I believe they wanted to know like the quality of it. So for me, when I do all my practice shirts, I get my shirts I'll go to Target and just get the what is that brand called? The Goodfellas. I'll get the Goodfellow brand, and that brand is 100% cotton. And I usually do, with the DTF Hack, you have to do it in like bright colors, or I usually just use white, because as you guys know, with the DTF Hack, it does not come with that film or coating on the back. So you do have to use light colors because it will not show up on a dark color. So you do have to use a light color, or you can stay safe and stick with just white. But I do not recommend wasting your transfer film on a dark color, because I promise you it will not come through. I tried it for myself just to see what would happen, and that color did not come through. You couldn't even see it. So don't do dark colors. When it comes to the print settings, now I don't have my printer set up for you guys to see the actual settings. You can go back to my video and see the settings that I use. I will try to put the video that I do go into detail with my settings here up at the top. But I will say this: once you set your settings for the print that you want to use, you can, well, I'll say this, with Mac, I know Mac allows you to keep using the last settings that you had. Now, when it comes to Windows, I'm not sure, because I have not done this on my Windows computer yet. I only done it with my Mac, and I know each time I went to print, it always allowed me to use the last settings, and sometimes I'll tweak it here and there. But yes, you can pretty much have like a preset for your Mac computer for your print settings. When it comes to the ink that I use the Hippo brand, the sublimation ink, the Hippo brand right here. And I do get this from Amazon. I'll try to put this in the description as well, so you guys can go to the Amazon store and get it. But this is the brand I use, and this, I will say, I still have like a lot of ink left to use, like in my printer. Like the longevity of it lasts a very long time. So I still have not yet to need to order another set of colors for ink yet. So, and I've had it for a couple months now. I ordered it a couple months ago, and I'm still going strong with it. So again, I'll leave that in the comment section below so that you guys can check that out as well, or the description, one of those. It'll be there, one of them. And the powder that I use, so I'm gonna show you guys the whole kit for the powder. For the powder, I use, like, cause you will need like the container to, when you go to put the powder on the design, you do need something to hold that, so you know, just so you won't make a mess or whatever. So I use the painter's tape to hold the film and connect it with the copying paper. I do use like the heat tape to just put down on a design sometimes if you don't want it to move. I do it sometimes, not all the time. And I use the ASUB DTF powder. I use this powder, and this will also be linked in the description box for you guys to go check out as well. And this is, I've been going strong with this. This is about 2.2 pounds. I've been going real strong with this. So you guys can get this if you like. It has no smell to it at all, so I don't ever need to use a mask for this because there's no smell. I don't know what people be talking about, but for me there's never a smell when I use this with when I'm doing the DTF. The paper that I use is a sub as well. It's the DTF transfer film. Now this, I would say, how many sheets? I think this probably had anywhere between like 50 or 60. I could be wrong, but I still have a few sheets left in here. But if you, no, I lied. This has 30 sheets. So you either may want to get a bigger pack than this, or you guys may want to invest in like multiple packs of this. And this will be in the description box below as well. It just depends on how many t-shirts you're pressing in a day, or how much you're wasting trying to perfect the DTF hack. Now this is 8.3 by 11.7 inches. So it's not that big. You may want to get a bigger size depending on how big your shirt is, because this probably will not get you like maybe a 3X and up. This ain't gonna help it. Maybe even 2X and up. So another question that I get from viewers is, where do I get my designs from? Now, most of the time when I'm just trying to find something fancy and I'm in a rush and I have a t-shirt to make on the fly, I'll go to Etsy and get my designs. And I usually try to get like the commercial use ones, so that way I can sell the shirt. Because if you get the ones that say personal use, you cannot sell the design and you can't sell the shirt, because it's only for personal use, meaning you're only going to use it for like yourself or family. You're not going to try to sell it. So if you're looking to sell your shirts when you get the designs from Etsy, make sure you look for the images that say commercial use on them. Now, I do create my own designs when I have the time for it, and I just want something that's going to stand out. I want something bold, something that I haven't really seen before. I will create my own designs, or I will use Etsy for inspiration, and I will try to either like mimic the design or add just a twist to it, so that I can have the right to sell the shirt and without having to pay for like the commercial. Because some purchases on Etsy you will have to pay for the commercial license, or some of them will just come with the commercial license. So make sure you pay attention to that as well before you purchase the designs. And they are, I want to say they're fairly cheap. They're usually under like $5, depending on how good the design is. I mean, a lot of them are pretty good, but I'm just saying some people do price theirs above $5. So, but most of the ones I've seen are $5 and under. So just so you guys know that. Now, this is the last question for this video. The main important question I get from viewers is about the wheel marks. Now, I know a lot of people have trouble when it comes to the wheel marks. Now, depending on the printer that you have, I know some people remove the wheels so that they don't get those wheel marks. But the printer that I have, I did not remove the wheel marks. I mean, I did not remove the wheels from my printer. So the way that I avoid the wheel marks is I change, like, it depends on your settings. So you want to make sure that you're, when you do the settings, that you're putting the settings for the paper quality, like thick enough where like your printer will read it. But you also want to make sure like you clean your print head and stuff like that. Like run a maintenance on your printer just so that you can test out and see, you know, if you'll get the wheel marks. I know sometimes in the design, like you'll see the wheel marks, but if it's not running into the design with the wheel marks, I usually say cut around it. Like I used to do that when I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the wheel marks, but I mean, I started to cut around them and it didn't affect my design at all. But if your wheel marks are running into your design, the main things that I would tell you to do is to check the printing settings as far as the paper, the type of paper you're using. Also, you need to check the maintenance on your printer, like run it to just, run that ink through and stuff like that. And also like clean your wheels. There's a way to clean your wheels depending on what type of printer that you have. Your system will allow you to do that as well. So those are the main things that I can tell you about getting rid of those wheel marks. So I'm not sure if there's any other rundowns that I have for you guys, but I hope that the questions that I just answered for you guys helped you a great deal. If not, you can shoot me some more questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them in the comments. If it's way more than I expect, then I can go ahead and do another video like this and answer more questions. Again, I don't have any problem sharing you guys the knowledge that I already have. I will say the DTF hack is like a temporary solution because you don't get to do all of the things that if you have the actual DTF printer will do, because with the if you have the actual DTF printer, then you have that white coating on the back and you can print on any garment you want. Also, the thing that I noticed too, like when you're doing the DTF hack, if you're using just like a solid color, sometimes you'll see like those little ink marks on your design as well. So you do want to pay attention to a lot of that stuff. But again, to me, I personally feel like the DTF hack is for someone who's just using it as a temporary solution, or you are using it for personal use, or you don't get like that many customers when it comes to printing for them, or you just doing like basic light colors for the DTF hack. But I wouldn't recommend it for like a long-term thing. So if you have the money to invest in a DTF printer, I would definitely tell you to go ahead and get the DTF printer. And also I would say you just want to make sure that you're running that maintenance on that DTF printer, as well as your regular. I know most people are using like the Epson printer. I'm not sure like what grades you're using, but most people do use the Epson printer. And so you do want to make sure that you are running your maintenance and you're running your printer at least a couple times a week, and not just letting it sit, because the ink will bulk up. So I hope that this helps, guys. This is the end of this video. I thank you for tuning in, and I thank you for watching. And until next time, again, if you have any questions or comments, just shoot them in my comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer on them. Also, if you guys want whatever videos that you want to see and you want me to do, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to do it. Again, I'll leave the links below for the items that I just showed you. If you guys want to check out my Etsy shop just to check out the type of designs that I do, I'll have that link in there as well. And also I do have a couple freebies in my stand store. If you guys want to go check that out, you're more than welcome to. So this video has been fun. It's been real, and I'll catch you next time.